This is our 90-90 hip series incorporating some of the FRC principles. But we're going to start with a little bit of a contract relax method. So we're going to sit as tall as we can. We're going to drive our front side knee and ankle down and our back side knee and ankle into the ground as if we're trying to push through the turf and raise our head towards the ceiling. After about a 10-second contraction, we're going to maintain our tall positioning. And now we're going to work a lift off on the backside hip. So we're actively pushing into internal range of motion or internal rotation on the backside hip. And again, we're going to try to maintain the tallest position that we can sit in while doing so and hold that for a 10 count. At the end of 10 seconds, we're then going to move our front side knee and ankle and lift it off the ground. As we do this, we want to bring our chest over our knee and we want to actively pull our femur into our socket. So we're thinking pull with that femur, chest comes over knee, hold for a 10 count. We're then going to extend our arms out in front of us or behind us. We're going to do our hip cars portion. So now my front side knee is opening while my back side knee maintains contact with the ground. And I'm going to transition and repeat on the opposite side. So once again, sitting tall, 90-90 position. I want to drive down with my front side knee and ankle, back side knee and ankle into the ground. Create tension for a 10 count, pushing down as if I'm trying to push the ground away from me. From there, I'm going to maintain tall position. I'm going to do my back leg lift off with hip internal rotation. So I'm driving my knee into the ground, I'm lifting my ankle, and I'm holding for a 10 count, staying as tall as I can. At the end of that 10-second sequence, I'm going to sit tall again. This time I'm going to pull my front side knee and ankle off the ground, actively creating range of motion through the hip, firing up the internal external rotators, creating some more hip stability through mobility. 10-second contraction there. I'm then going to return to the ground. And I'm going to switch sides by driving my backside knee into the ground as I open my front side hip. I want to create the longest path possible between my two knees. When I get to the opposite side, I'm going to pull into a shin box series where now I'm getting into hip extension along with internal and external rotation. I'm going to repeat on the other side. Create that long position between the knees. As I get to 90-90, I'm going to come into hip extension with internal rotation. I'm going to give a good squeeze through my glutes and make a contraction through the hip. Return to the ground and repeat towards the opposite side. While doing this, I'm trying to sit as tall as possible. So if you're unable to do so, take your hands behind your hips and allow yourself to sit tall. Neutral spine is key in this movement. Once again, hips get extended. Return to the base position. We'll open up to the other side. We'll repeat this 2 to 3 times on each side, depending on how limited or restricted you are in your range of motion.